Right. Excuse me. Peace, family. What's good? It's your brother God Science up in here with a new quick video. Oh my gosh. Um. First off, thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. Thank you, knuckleheads, for leaving, corny, negative comments too. Appreciate all of it. At least you taking the time out to type, and that means that I impact you in a certain way or touch something that you disagreed or agreed on. So regardless of what, thank you. I don't have thousands of subscribers yet, but hey, the ones that I do have, I appreciate y'all. Anyway, let's talk about some topics, man. Recently, we celebrated Malcolm X's birthday. Great man. We all know what Malcolm X meant. I remember seeing. I read the biography. My uncle, which was conscious way back in the early '90s. You know what I'm saying? He always been conscious, and he forced me to read that book. So I knew the story about Malcolm X before Spike Lee came out with the Malcolm X, the X movie that had everybody wearing X's on their hats, the X shirts. We know what time it is, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X was a powerful human being, and the thing I always stress to people is that yes, you have to, I respect Malcolm X, and the way how he stood up and spoke was fearless. You know what I'm saying? And that'll inspire anybody. You gotta respect that. That's why there's even some white people that didn't agree what the hell he talked about, but they respected his ass because he would get up and he would speak some truth. And it'd be hard for you to go against that shit. But at the same time, I always wondered why nobody uplifted Elijah Muhammad. I mean, who made him? Who gave him that fearless mentality? Can't forget Mustafa and Muhammad. These two people that a lot of people disrespect. Call them white, call them all kinds of shit. Now, I might be a little biased because I came out the nation of gods and earths, but I don't consider myself a Muslim. At the same time, Muslim is considered a righteous person in those lessons. Well, anyway, we're talking about the religion. I'm not in the Islamic religion, all right? That's where I came out of. That was my daughter consciousness. So I always have respect for Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Mustafa Muhammad because nation of gods and earths, Clarence 13X. We can go on and on and on. Muhammad Ali, all these people, their lessons, Elijah Muhammad made them. So I think he should have a day. I wish he should have a day, Elijah Muhammad Day, just like Malcolm X. He deserves that. But so for some reason, he doesn't get it. And one of the reasons why is because of Malcolm X. Now, I recently saw a video about the young Pharaoh, and that's why I was laughing. And Sonetta, it's not funny. It's entertaining. I'm not going to front. But I have to, I wanted to say my opinion on this. Now, Sonetta claimed that he disrespected Malcolm X and the pro-black thing. I got a different perspective from it. I think Pharaoh. Now, if you disagree with that, you have to go with what does pro-black mean? What meaning are we going by? Are we going by pro-black, which means revolutionary? We're gonna go kill white people and all this shit. I think Pharaoh was using that meaning when I think Sonetta was talking about pro-black meaning loving yourself, putting your people first. I think Pharaoh had a different meaning. I don't know. I'm just going by my opinion. And that's why he was talking about that shit would get you killed and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people, I gotta admit this. All right. Sonetta brought up that he disrespected Marcus Garvey. I never saw that video. All right. And the video that I did see of him talking about Malcolm X and pro-black, I saw that. And, I got a different perspective from it. I actually agree with him with a lot of things, Pharaoh. But like I said, I think they're probably working by two different meanings. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Malcolm X, right? And we know what happened to him. He got killed. A lot of people blame Elijah Muhammad for that. I don't think I will ever believe that Elijah Muhammad sent that order out? I don't think so. I think it was people around him with the United States government. Okay, we can't forget them, that took Malcolm X out. All the Muslims that, to those people at that time coming out of Christianity and just fucking dead, walking dead. Elijah Muhammad raised a lot of people. He raised a lot of people. All right. And those people looked at him as the savior. And somebody was trying to take down the savior. Now, I don't agree how Malcolm X went and told, they should have settled that shit indoor. But I do believe there was a lot of jealousy that Malcolm X was rising because he was a powerful fucking speaker, man. I'm not taking anything away from him. Elijah Muhammad added to him, had a part in his making, but Elijah Muhammad made a lot of people, but there wasn't as great as Malcolm X. There was something inside of Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? And he inspired me. You know what I'm saying? He inspired me. Now, like I said, I have to admit this. I went off a little, but I have to admit this. This is freestyle. All right, so excuse me. I did hear Young Pharaoh disrespect Louis Farrakhan. I did heard that. I made a video about it like probably 2-3 months ago, talking about put some respect on his name. Now, a lot of people don't agree with the things that Farrakhan has done. There's a divide in the Nation of Islam. There's people on the side of, hey, Elijah Muhammad is our leader, and there's people over here that, well, he passed the torch to Farrakhan, and there's a disagreement here, and you know what I'm saying? So I get that, but Farrakhan was responsible for raising a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? Even if now he's doing moves that we don't agree with, I don't look at Farrakhan as a savior. And I think anybody that looks at somebody else as a savior, you fucked up right there. The savior is you, savior of self. That's one thing that's taught in the nation of gods and earths. The only person that can save yourself is you. There's teachers out there. There's people that can, enlighten you, I guess, and raise you on your path. But looking for a savior outside yourself, you're gonna be looking for a long fucking time. Period. Now, I've heard him say that. I didn't hear him. I didn't see the video where he disrespected Marcus Garvey. But at the same time, I think from Young Pharaoh's perspective, he's looking at it like, well, these guys did all these things and ain't shit change here. You know what I'm saying? Is black people worse off than when Malcolm X was here? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We can't stand each other. We drool at the fucking mouth to take each other down. I mean, the hostility between fucking black men is ridiculous. I mean, woo. I mean, sometimes I'm walking and a white person will try to be nice to me. And I'm not trying to be no coon here and shit. I'm just being real. So white people will sometimes try to talk. It'll be a little awkward and shit, but they'll at least try to talk. And this is not all black men. There's some black men out there that's conscious. Just like maybe different level, but aware. Well, peace, brother, or peace, or sup, my nigga, whatever. There's some other niggas out there, you walk by them, they fucking grilling you down. They grilling you down. They see you from a fucking mile away walking up. You can see everybody shit, turn around shit, and they grilling, looking at you, and it's not, and they're not looking at you to say what's up. They're looking at you to try to see if they could fucking rob you or some stupid shit. So, excuse me, that shit gets me pissed. I just don't understand that shit. So it's this fucking aggression between black men. You know what I'm saying? And we see it 24/7. So are black people worse off than when Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and all these people were there? Hell yes. Right? Now, I don't have the answer to that, but I can tell you this. Mind control has a part in it. We know this. But I'm starting to believe like the great Bobby Hemmett teach. This is not the fucking goal here. The goal is not to get all black people together. Maybe it's to conquer another realm or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to get into all that because I don't fully understand. I'm on my path too. I'm not going to talk about something that I don't fully understand. But it starts to make sense because all black people getting together, that shit ain't going to happen. I mean, ideologies will stop us. If different ideologies don't stop us, different neighborhoods gonna stop us. If different neighborhoods don't stop us, different cities is gonna stop us. Or it will get down to different shoes. Or this nigga wearing this, he wearing a different shoe. He ain't wearing this shoe. This nigga, all this stupid shit. When you get around dead ass niggas, we're calling them 85%. But I think that number has elevated. It's probably like 95%. We should say the 95% now. Fuck 85. All right, the 85. There's more than that. There's not a lot of fucking people out here and it makes you start thinking that you're weird. I mean, whoever said spiritual awakening, enlightenment, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, is a lonely fucking walk. I tell you that shit. Because even if I just open up my mouth, even around certain family members, they look at me like, what the fuck is he talking about? They're not even thinking on this fucking level. And I'm not trying to say I'm better or anything. It's just that I don't know. Anyway, so I personally believe, and I don't want to make this shit in 20 minutes or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is the youth, they look at young Pharaoh as the youth. I know he's in his 20s, he's still a youth. He's younger than me. I'm in my 30s. They're looking at all these things and they're like, well, that shit ain't work. You know what I'm saying? And not saying it's not right. I think they should have a certain type of respect for these people that lost their lives trying to uplift and push, racism, injustice, all that fucking negative shit back. I always say this, Martin Luther King, some people say he was an agent. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. All I do know is from what I was taught and things like that. I didn't agree with the way he moved. He believed in his faith, nonviolence. I was more to Malcom X. If somebody trying to kill me, I'm gonna kill them. That's just human fucking thing, And look where it got him. I mean, who was one of the most peacefulest black men to ever I ain't gonna say bring him over Gandhi, but like, in America, in the United States of America, he's one of the most peaceful guys. And look what they did, shot his ass. So, but I always have respect for him. I might not agree with him, but I always have respect for him. You never see me making a video talking shit about Dr. Martin Luther King or any Marcus Garvey. I didn't, this going back to Africa thing. I just don't think it's realistic, but hey, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean I have to disrespect them. So I get where Sonetta was coming from, and things like that. But, I think it's just bad blood between these camps. You know what I'm saying? And it's so far you can talk about it because you're not in these circles. You just start speculating. I don't want to speculate. I just want to give my opinion, And I know people will be like, oh, well, who cares about your opinion? Well, don't watch the fucking video, okay? Don't watch the fucking video. And two, I'm not trying to even promote these brothers going against each other and shit like that, but I have to admit, I did hear him disrespect Farrakhan, all right? And so I haven't seen those videos that he talked about, Marcus Garvey and all that shit, but I do think it needs to be more respectful. These people how hard it was. Even now, that takes balls. It takes a certain amount of fairness, of not being scared to do some shit like that, to stand up for injustice. Period. You know what I'm saying? Going against the system. It takes, you gotta respect that. You might not agree with the ideology, the way they're doing things, but hey, I respect your intentions. That's perfect. What was their intentions? But I do think Elijah Muhammad should have a day if Malcom X. I don't see people celebrating the day Elijah Muhammad was born. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wasn't born, Malcom X wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, man. Every person that Elijah Muhammad taught, you never hear anybody mention Elijah Muhammad. It's always given to the student, but the master, the teacher, and the teacher that taught him. Now, this does not mean that you have, if you believe Master Farah Muhammad was God in person. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I'm not sure who he was. What I do know is that what he taught was a system that had power in it to raise someone from a low level to the beginning of consciousness to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? It cleaned up a lot of crackheads, a lot of junkies, man. It made people want to become better wives. I mean, yeah, wives, husbands, fathers. It made them have pride. I mean, you can't front. And most majority of the black communities, there's a section of black Muslims, and they're fresh cut, clean. I'm not saying they're perfect, because no man is, but you got to give it to these brothers, the discipline. Eating bean soup, and I mean, I love bean pie. I make bean pie all the time, but eating bean soup. I mean, I remember the first time I read How to Eat to Live. I was like, oh my God, you saying I gotta give up Popeyes, man? Do I have to give up Popeyes under Elijah Muhammad? Oh my God, I don't know if I could do this shit. Oh, poor swine too. I gotta give up the swine. You know, black people are it's hard to give up that swine. I mean, I don't eat pork anymore for a long time, but when I heard I gotta give up that Popeyes, man, I was like, oh my God. And I don't give a fuck if y'all talk about this Jerry Rice did a fucking video for Popeyes and everybody is all offended. Oh God, that shit is so stereotypical. Man, shut the hell up. Black people love fucking chicken. That's just something about us. Fuck that. I don't care who uses that to throw that. You scared the white people say, oh, y'all do is eat fried chicken and watermelon. You know it ain't fucking true. That ain't all that we fucking do. But yes, some of us like fucking fried chicken. Some white people like fried chicken. Popeyes is good, goddammit. Now, I'm not saying go to eat Popeyes now. But what I'm saying is certain things about us. Embrace that shit. Just embrace it, man. We're doing it for a reason. It's on another a metaphysical reason why I heard Bobby Hemmett talk about eating fried chicken. Now, I'm not talking about going to get fried chicken. You know, the cleanest meat. I can't even remember what he said, so I'm not gonna false quote him or anything like that. But he's talking about something about his spiritual, about black people. You know what I'm saying? And then I made a video talking about how, you know, the slaves. You know what I'm saying? Used to, that's how the two-piece snack box came into, because it lasted long. So they'll put an apple and 2 pieces of chicken, and the slaves, when they, you know, on the Underground Railroad or trying to escape the fucking freedom from massa, they would have that, and that's how the 2-piece box came. I don't know if that's 100% factual, but I heard it a lot of times from different credible people. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here because it's getting too long, and I know y'all want to sit here watching my fucking face talking my opinion, you know, for so long. I know people don't like long videos, but hey, I just had to get some shit off my chest. So anyway, moral of the story is I understand where Sarnetta was coming from. I understand where Farah was coming from. Okay, and you're not gonna really see that because it's just people siding. You know, if you were Sarnetta, you can't be with Young Ferry. If you're Young Ferry, you can't be Sarnetta. Well, check this out. I agree with both of them. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. And thank you for watching this long ass video. And I'll be up with some more videos. Peace.